morning. So I wanted to tell you guys a story of something that happened yesterday in my classes. So yesterday we have we got a lot going on in the theater right now, and one of those things is on top of all the productions that we have to finish out the year with, and events and incoming shows who have rented the space, things like that. We have to clear out the theater for construction. If you've watched my videos or if you're in our group, then you know that, but so we had to go out to storage. We had to move a bunch of the outgoing rentals to the front of the storage unit. We have a stadium, and our storage is underneath the stadium seating. So we have to move things around so they're at the garage door so we can facilitate moving things in and out. We also had to take everything out of our storage loft, like all of our flats and jacks and all the stuff that gets stored on stage in our storage loft that we use on a fairly regular basis, although some things had been up there for a while, we discovered. Um, we had to pull all of that out and find a home for it because it can't be in there during construction. And our shop also has to be cleared. Um, so, uh, and space is at a premium. And unfortunately, we have to be out by the last day of school. So it's not like we've got extra time. So, in addition to all the stuff that we are doing during the school day, we also have to find space for all of this stuff that we normally stash away, but now it all has to be packed up. So we pulled everything out of our storage loft. We had it all spread out over the stage. We tossed a few things, and we're like, okay, now today's the storage day. Of course, it is freezing. Um, it was in the 60s last week, and then it was, I think, 25 degrees on Monday and 32 degrees yesterday. And my crews were not happy. Um, but we we all truck out there. Um, and I've got one group that's a challenging group. It's a large group. It's got a huge variety of personalities in it that don't always mesh. Um, but we got out to storage, and that was the group that I was anticipating. Okay, this is going to be a struggle. I'm going to, put on my big girl britches, and I'm just going to, this is a group I got to deal with today. We got out there, and we're moving these 300-pound dance floor pieces. They're light up floor panels. Um, There was originally designed for the show Chess, if you know that show, but think Dance Revolution for those of you who don't know chess. And there's these 200, 300-pound panels that are 8 feet by 4 feet and a foot deep, and they've got cables coming out of them. So we are having to move them from the back of storage because we haven't used them in quite a long time and get them to the front. So I had a young man who's just angry about having to be there and did not want to help. And then I have another young man who's and that the first young man was a freshman, and then I've got a senior and he was not happy about being there either because he had a track meet later in the day and did not want to overexert himself or hurt himself before his track meet, which I understand. But I'm like, not everything's 800 pounds. You don't have to move the big stuff if you really feel that's not a good idea. We've got dollies. We'll be fine. Just need your help and your height. Um, so the freshman starts kind of complaining and protesting that we have to do this. Well, in comes my senior, and he starts hyping this kid up like he is the next heavyweight boxing champion of the world, and you can do this. You've got this. We're going to do this together. We moved 5 of those things in about 20 minutes from the back of storage. You have to lay them down, put them on the dollies, get them under all of we've got a sprinkler system out there that unfortunately sort of impedes things. It hangs just under 8 feet, so we kind of have to maneuver around things, and got them set up on the other side by the garage doors. And man, you would have just thought this kid had run a marathon by the time we got done, and how excited he was that he had helped to move all this stuff. Um, I can tell them all the time that they're capable, but sometimes it means more to them coming from their peers, and it definitely means more to a freshman coming from the senior who is also a pretty he's in our school, he's the guy, um, and that was so good to see my senior step up and show not only leadership, but honestly compassion, because he could have taken the jerk route and just been a jerk to this kid or yelled at this kid or been angry at this kid, but he didn't. Um, and it was sort of that, oh, they're going to be okay, thank God. You have those renew your faith in your students type of moments, and that was definitely one of them because it's been a rough year for everybody. So, anyway, I got home very late last night because after rehearsal I sat down and wrote emails to both of their parents to tell them that I was so proud of what they did for my freshman, for sticking it out and putting in the physical work for the entire class period, because he does struggle in that class, and then my senior, just because I wanted his mom to know what a moment he had there, even though I am sure she knows he's a wonderful young man. Anyway, um, so that was my I'm doing this for the I'm doing this for the right reasons moment. Um, every now and then you've got to have those, or the job can be incredibly the teaching part of the job can be incredibly stressful and demoralizing. And as teachers, it's those moments that we live for, honestly. It's what keeps us in the job. Those moments with students is what keeps us in the job. So, thanks. You guys have a great day.